Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. Some of my videos recently have been on the longer side. You guys said you really enjoyed the longer style of video, but it's always nice to chop and change and mix it up a bit. So we're going to go for a short, sharp, single product review. I'm going to aim to keep it under 10 minutes. That's how short and sharp we're going for. Check the timestamp and see if I've been lying or not. And what I'm going to do today is take a look at these, which is the Skinnies Sungel. Skinnies are a new company from New Zealand, which reached out to me about a month ago and said, we've got this innovative, new, invisible, lightweight sun gel available on the market. Can we send you some to try? I was like, yes. Because let's be honest, who isn't searching for that elusive, that holy grail product, which is truly invisible, truly doesn't leave a mask, non-greasy sun cream? I've come close to these with some of the Korean sun care that's out there. In fact, Purito, the Comfy Water, has been an absolute godsend to me and has been a really fantastic addition to my skincare routine. Some of the Korean sun creams have come almost there with transparent and lightweight and gorgeous, but this claims to be in a balm consistency. And what really attracted me to these, and where I think they stand out from some of their Korean sort of competitors, is their environmental standards and through the roof. And they've really thought about every single step of the process. I'm a sucker for nice packaging, and they're packaged gorgeous. This is what it came in, like the gorgeous colours on that. It's like summer and gorgeousness, and yeah, absolutely love it. So Ollie, the founder of this company, actually reached out to me and told me about the product and something, and he happens to be the nicest guy in the world. And I'm only mentioning that because obviously that has no bearing on whether I like the product or not, but sometimes we buy from these massive faceless conglomerates and these huge corporations, and you really just don't get that personal, they can't give you that personal service, they're so big. So sometimes when you actually get to speak to someone about why they created a product and how passionate they are about that product, I just think that's a really gorgeous thing to be able to do, and that's why I'm sharing that with you today, just as a total side note. He's a really nice guy. So they sent me two of these. We've got the SPF 30 and we've got the SPF 50. They're both balm consistencies. So what I mean by that is it's the thickness of sort of a cleansing balm. Let me just put that on for you so you can see. So it goes on, you need literally a pea-size amount, and when I mean a pea-size amount, you barely need any. That's enough to cover the entire face and neck. It goes on like a slightly thick cleansing balm. Turns into, with the heat from the body, into a really nice oil and then disappears. I've rubbed that in there and you can see, gone. After about a minute, this product will completely sink into the skin and disappear without a trace. So truly, it is an invisible sunscreen, and I've tried it for the past 30 days. I've worn concealer on some days to see if that impacts it and how it layers, see how it works with other skincare products, so I can give you the full lowdown. Like I say, you've got the two products here. You've got the 30 and the 50. Interestingly, the 30, which is slightly, I'd say slightly thinner in its consistency, isn't reef safe. The 50 is reef safe. I actually really like that. It's absolutely critical and crucial, and I cannot stress this enough. If you are swimming in the ocean, you definitely need to be using a reef safe sunscreen, either a mineral sunscreen or a reef safe chemical sunscreen. The reason for that is some of the chemicals used in chemical sunscreens can have a negative impact on coral environments. They can prevent them from breeding. They can also bleach them in some instances. So it's just really important that you use a reef safe SPF whenever you're even dipping your toe into the sea. And the factor 50 is perfect. I'd always recommend a factor 50 from the beach, because that is literally where you can't get out of the sun. So you want to use the highest possible SPF. And I love the fact it's reef safe. I think that's fantastic. The factor 30 is, I think, easier to apply, slightly thinner in consistency. It's not reef safe, but then it makes it perfect for during the day when you're not going to be using, you're not going to be dipping in the sea. This is sort of like the day-to-day wear. Both of them are packed full of shea butter, which is beautifully moisturising. My skin is greasy and breakout prone, so I'm always super cautious if I see anything like shea buttery or oily in terms of the consistency, because I just think alarm bells, I'm going to be clogged, it's going to break me out. Neither of these have caused any breakouts on my skin at all, which is fantastic. I am using adapalene at the moment as a retinol, so my skin is drier than normal, so I will just put that out there so we're giving a full, frank assessment. And this has been beautifully hydrating. You do not need a moisturiser when you're using this product, and I think it's that good. It gives the right level of moisturisation, it doesn't leave you greasy, but it gives you that hydration that you crave. I think unless you're super, super dry, you won't need a moisturiser when you're using this product, which is great, because it's kind of like a 2-in-1 product, and I absolutely love it. What led me to adore this product, and why I think it needs more of a shout out, is its environmental credentials. So not only is the tubing here made from sugarcane, so away with all the nasty oil-based plastics and in with sugarcane, it's also 100% recyclable, which I love. We all need to do a little bit more to cut down on our packaging, myself included, so I absolutely love that. There's no parabens or preservatives in here. I think the jury's out on whether parabens are bad in skincare. Some studies have shown they can have a negative impact, others have shown they're absolutely fine, so I leave it up to you guys to work out whether it's something you want in your skincare or not. But the fact they've taken it out, and to no detriment to the product, is great because it kind of solves that dilemma. So I love, love, love that. What I do adore though is it is made without water. Water is a scarce resource. You know, I think sometimes we all take it for granted. It comes out the tap. You think, oh, it's unlimited. It's really not. You know, some areas of the world are in severe drought at the moment, and water is a precious resource. So it's formulated without, which has two benefits. One, it's not wasting water, and two, it is just fantastic because it doesn't need that level of preservatives that you have to have in water-based SPFs. You know, water allows for bacteria to proliferate, so the fact this is in an anhydrous formulation just means you need fewer preservatives. This is actually entirely preservative-free, which is great, and it just cuts, again, some of the nasties out of our skincare, which is great. Where this differs and why this is my new go-to, so the Purita Comfy Water, I adore. It's fantastic. If you've ever used it, it's brilliant. The one drawback is it's not water resistant. Now, day to day, that doesn't matter. You know, you're not in and out of the water. But when you're on holiday, you're by the beach, you've got your drink, your parasol's up, you're reading your book, you're flicking through your Kindle, and you fancy a dip in the sea, you have to reapply the second you get out because that isn't going to be a water resistant SPF. A lot of the Korean skincare ones aren't water resistant, and that's kind of the price you pay. So we want lightweight, we want non-greasy, and that usually means they're not water resistant. This is water resistant for an hour and a half, which is about pretty much standard. You should be reapplying it every 2 hours anyway if you're on the beach, so that's pretty much fully water resistant. And that's fantastic because it's truly transparent, it's non-greasy, it doesn't leave that film on the skin, and yet it's still water resistant, which is great. And that's because it's formulated with such gorgeous oils, and it's just brilliant. UVA, UVB protection. Think of UVA as the rays that age you, UVB are the ones that burn you as a general rule. So you've got your anti-aging and you've got your anti-UV burn protection, which is absolutely fantastic. And I fell in love with these. And if you're in the market for a transparent, non-greasy, sinks in perfectly, vegan, cruelty-free, which, let's be honest, is just an essential, cruelty-free formulation that takes out the parabens, that takes out the preservatives, that has a literally blemish-free sustainability record. Found it. You need to check these out. I absolutely love them. Have a proper look on their website because different products have different claims and different benefits. So for example, the Factor 50 here is water resistant for 4 hours. That's fantastic if you're playing sport and you're going to be sweating a lot, you might be swimming, and you can't physically reapply as often as you'd like. This is going to be a fantastic option for you. Day to day, I think the Factor 30 applies better and is a bit lighter weight. So this will be my day to day. I personally am going to keep buying both of them because I think they have different purposes, but it's personal preference to you. This works beautifully. It doesn't break down your skincare. It's the final step in your skincare routine, and it just locks everything in, provides that hydration. I have used concealer. I don't use full foundation and makeup on a day-to-day, so I haven't tested it with that. I've tried it with concealer. I would leave it to sink in for about 2 to 3 minutes before you apply your foundation or concealer, but it'll layer fantastically on top of it, which is great because a lot of SPFs, you can't really use makeup on top, which makes it hard to use day-to-day. This you absolutely can, and I just love it. I think it's definitely a product you should try. The price point I think is fair. It's slightly more expensive than like your Nivea, your Ambre Solaire, your Hawaiian Tropic, things like that, but you need so little of it, it goes a long way. So I think gram for gram, actually, application for application, should I say, you're actually getting a really, really good price, and I would recommend that you check this out. Fantastic company, really great record, and I'm just really excited to be able to bring you something new to the market. Leave me a comment below. Have you tried Skinnies before? I gave you a sneak peek of these in my new skincare video, and a lot of you guys called it out and said, I love this. I've tried them. Why don't they get more support? I'm here to support them because I think they're absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous company. Their Instagram is definitely worth a look because it's just all summery and beautiful. And, you know, I appreciate we're not all able to go on holiday because of things going on, but it's really good to have that sunscreen ready, looking at you on the shelf. So when you book that holiday, you know your skin's going to be protected and you're ready to go. Let me know what you think, guys. Will you be exploring this as a brand? Have you tried them? Do you love them? Leave me a comment below. I have left a link to their website. You know, I don't have any codes. This is a startup company, so I'm assuming, you know, they plow all of their money back into research development and sharing their amazing products. So I don't have a code or anything for you, but just check them out because share them a little bit of love, but check out some of their amazing products because they have genuinely opened my eyes to the possibility of having a water resistant formulation that is totally transparent and doesn't leave that greasy thick layer on your skin. And I'm definitely going to be repurchasing these. Guys, thank you for taking the time to join us on today's video. If you give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.